The signal.
Chesty's like, what? This is actually means work. Right, Chesty?
Calm down for a second.
Mm-hmm.
So, posture-wise, when we look at like the 8 forms of aggression, offensive aggression, the telltale sign of that is when their body language shifts to the forward.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a boxer tell. So this is more of an offensive pose, and if you look at like the typical like pit bull pose where you see them on like the AKC and stuff, they have that forward-leaning stance. And when you look at how we read dog body language, when they start to position themselves forward, that's not a defensive move, it's not a fearful move. And by any means, they're choosing to be offensively aggressive even with a dog who's giving off no cues that that's necessary whatsoever. So that's obviously a huge concern. Right? We can see if he'll dissipate in time. You know, his only learned response, his only interactions may well have been that he does that, and then a fight engages, and that's all he knows.
Right.
But if that's the case, and that's all his experiences have taught him, he's not going to learn a new way to be a dog anytime soon. It'll be kind of like Susie's Saskia, where we've been a new owner now for almost a year.
Right.
The dog can finally be around Chesty after almost a year.
Right. Right.
You look at like the elbows and the bones, you can see like the skin loss there. You can tell it's a dog who probably hasn't had a lot of experience. He's probably spent a lot of time crated. Those are sores from being crated too long. From being too long confined on concrete or on a crate or something metal. So, you know, what we see here combined with what we're seeing physically, a dog who's had very limited experiences with other dogs most likely, and they probably haven't been positive experiences. So you can't expect a dog like that to do well at an assessment. That doesn't mean they can't learn.
Right.
But there's also no guarantee that they'll learn either. We don't know until we try.
Right. Can you desensitize to? You can desensitize.
Sure, yeah. But it could take like weeks of him with a dog like Chesty being around each other but in separate yards, just experiencing each other and allowing that desensitizing process to work. But it's also hard to desensitize in a highly stressful environment too. So it's again something where a rescue has to go, I'm going to take a chance on this dog and allow this dog to have the chance to desensitize, to decompress first, then desensitize the triggers. You can't desensitize the triggers until you decompress the dog as a whole. This will probably be about as good as it gets in this guy. You know?
Right, sure, for now.
For now, right,
Yeah. But it doesn't mean that this is how it's always necessarily.
Susie was this bad in the beginning too.
Right. And
Blue.
Yeah.
And just this morning Susie was, and now he just chose to disengage too, which is important. It's the first time he's actually looked away and disengaged. There's always potential, but you know, from this snapshot right here, it's going to be a lot of work.
Sure.
So it's super important for the rescue to have an understanding that it could take months.
Right.
Right?
But sure.
It could take weeks, but it could take months also.
Right. Look, I mean, he's certainly not
mean, Jesse's wishing he had thumbs right now.
And you can see, I'm not pulling on the leash right now with
Yeah.
attention. But he also knows he can't fight him too. The muzzle is such a great tool because dogs do what works and they don't do what doesn't work.
Right.
So once the muzzle's on and they try a few times, it doesn't work. It does reduce their drive a little bit, which isn't a solution. It just puts them in the frame of mind that lets them have the experiences that over a period of time
Right.
could eventually shape the behavior.
Right.
It's just a way to get to the behavior shape
Exactly.
without relying on reversals. But with the muzzle off, I have no doubt he would be pulling right now.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
only not pulling because he knows he can't get to it.
Right. Look at his legs.
But that's for sure, like all the body weight shifted forward.
Sure.
Like that's an offensive stance.
Right.
To pretend otherwise is
No, of course.
not fair to anyone.
Chesty's like, just, I've had enough.
So I
But
wouldn't-
it's workable.
It is.
It's gonna take, it would take some effort.
I mean, even the fact that he can eventually break away and
Yeah.
break focus.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it is workable, but it wouldn't be a 2-week board and train, you know, it's not gonna be, it's gonna be a
No.
long process where someone's gonna have to commit to this dog, and then a trainer and a rescue is gonna have to commit to supporting the dog and that new person. Even in a board and train environment, it's better than this, but it's not ideal, you know. It's still, you know, like with our place, we have 50 dogs there. There's still going to be noise and stress. It's going to be different than living in an actual house. It's going to take someone taking him into a home. But I mean, a muzzle conditioned dog is a dog that can't cause a whole lot of damage.
Well, I
so-
mean, I walked him earlier and he was totally fine.
Yeah.
But there were no other dogs around. But like
Right.
if you walked him and he was wearing a muzzle and you could desensitize him to the point where
Right.
it was safe to walk him with a muzzle. He doesn't have to be,
I mean, operant conditioning, classical conditioning, and toddlers, we can desensitize anyone to anything really. It's just how long does it take, how much repetition, you know, how much distance we need to start with from the beginning. Do we have to go 150 feet away from the triggers to get the response that we need to start to condition them, or can we start earlier on? He's more work, but it doesn't mean that it's not worth the work.
Right. I mean, this is different. He's already like he's able to be in the same space.
I mean, he's only broken like focus once or twice, but still, yeah.
I mean, he expended a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the thing with energy, like it goes away. You
Right.
know, so
Right.
eventually you get tired and you're like, well, shit, okay.
Right.
Like,
Now getting curious. He's like, wait, why isn't this dog trying to fight me?
Yeah.
Why is there no eye
Right.
contact?
Right.
there's
Right.
no
Like,
humans,
it's different.
Yeah.
and there's no humans like, oh my god.
Yeah, in
Right?
the
So-
situation of screaming, yelling, and running.
Yeah. So it's
He
Like,
tried a
why
few
is everyone
times.
so chill with me right now? This is cool.
And you can see how his body position is shifted too. He no longer has that forward stance. So his mind, what we know from that is he's shifting mentally too. Now as we get closer, the body position may shift again. And that's the whole concept of that training.
Right.
That's the
Right.
whole
Of
concept.
course.
There's always
You get
distance.
closer and closer, and try to get. So now the forward stance is there again.
So do you see it?
Yeah.
So his brain's shifting now too.
Sure.
And so we can see it before it happens and then guide him away instead of waiting for that moment to happen.
And Chesty is waxwork.
So ideally he would go to like a dog park 3, 4, 5 times a week, stay outside the park obviously, and use the park and the boundary and the fence as a way to kind of get that distance, that bubble where he can change his posture, change his stance, focus on the handler, take rewards, make it a positive experience, and then slowly inch forward. But that's gonna take, you know,
Yep.
every other day or so, or every day if you can, and it could take weeks or it could take months. But also too, you know, we have to remember that it used to be normal for dogs to be wary of other dogs once they hit social maturity. Once dogs get past puppy, dogs are supposed to be very friendly and curious at puppy phase, and once they hit social maturity, it used to be normal that they became apprehensive of other dogs. That used to be normal behavior. We've had this whole paradigm shift where every dog has to go to the dog beaches and the dog parks and the dog bar mitzvahs and the dog weddings and the dog birthday parties. Like, it's just kind of, it's not really what they've done for thousands of years. It's a recent shift. So the idea that a dog doesn't like other dogs, I don't think should be a death sentence.
Right.
Certainly it's something that is going to require work and management,
Sure.
but
Trying to engage. And he's like, wait, Chesty's not.
Yeah. Look at this.
this is different, this is softer.
Yeah. Yeah. Very much so. No, on the first date, dude. He's got a cute face.
Do you have any help?
Yeah, Tristan's like, show me the treat. Stanley, come on.
20 feet away, 20 feet away, 25 feet away.
Oh, here.
There's our bubble. Danny.
Might require going all the way to the end.
Yeah, right? All right, Stanley.
Good boy, Stanley.
Almost.
Stanley.
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 All the way to the end.
I know, right?
It's just us now.
Hey, he is very cute. You got a cute face, dude. Yeah.
Focus on me. Focus on me.
Good boy.
Treats? No?
Come on.
We're wasting a lot of time.
Yeah, I mean, it's